We're going to be talking about BEAMX or BEAMX USDT or USD. Going to be very similar. Going to be giving you guys an update on what is going on with this coin since the last time we have talked about it. What has changed? I think quite a bit of things have changed with this market and how I look at it. What are some new trading patterns that have developed, and what that could be that could mean for BEAMX? So we're gonna be taking a look here. It has been on a little bit of a downtrend on that daily time frame, but overall, it has had quite a bit of a bounce since just the beginning of August here. So let's see what's happening with BEAMX. Of course, I'm gonna say that a lot of what happens with BEAMX is gonna depend on what happens with Bitcoin. Okay, if Bitcoin actually continues beyond 110K, especially with this weekly and monthly candle close, that's going to be looking very good for this bull cycle. However, things are going to get a little shaky if we get solid candle closes below that 110K level. I'm talking about weekly and monthly candle close. Okay, so as a altcoin trader, I am rooting for Bitcoin. I trade Bitcoin. I am long on Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here. So my opinion right now is still bullish, but I would update you guys when I change my opinion, and I will change my opinion at some point because none of these cycles last forever. I've seen bull cycles that end, bear cycles that end, sideways cycles that end. Okay, so as a trader in this market, I will be changing my opinion, and I will be keeping an open mind. Let's go ahead and go to BMX here real quick. Weekly time frame. Weekly time frame here. I talked about a falling wedge that BMX could have broken out of. However, since that breakout here back in about week of July 14th, it did get it did get a candle close. I'm not going to say it's solid, but it did get a candle close, a weekly candle close back within this the falling wedge pattern it broke out of. So in that case, if it breaks back into the pattern it broke out of on the highest time frame that this pattern is valid, and in my opinion, the highest time frame would be the weekly time frame. So in that case, I do have to invalidate the pattern. Okay, so I'm scratching this pattern here, and what we could be looking at here is a potential cup and handle pattern if BMX could come back up here to retest this previous resistance before going on that downtrend here. And this resistance is at about that 1.3 cents price level, that price range. That's also pretty in line with the weekly 50 SMA, and I do expect that to be pretty strong resistance. Okay, so something to be keeping in mind of. And of course, why am I saying that this could be a cup and handle pattern is because I see a possible it's still a rounded bottom here since this rebound. We have higher lows, and higher lows are rounded bottoms. And if this rounded bottom can continue up to the point where BMX can hit 1.3 cents, that price level again, about 2 times on this weekly time frame, then this could be a cup and handle pattern. And cup and handle patterns are usually they usually break to the upside. Okay, but still very early to say that right now. It's just my guess. Let's take a look into a lower time frame and see what BMX could be doing. Daily time frame, falling wedge pattern. Okay, falling wedges are bullish patterns, and they also usually break to the upside. They have a higher chance of breaking out to the upside. However, gotta consider the downside as well because there's still a smaller chance they break down, and I've seen that happen. It's just a game of probability. Okay. Now, if this pattern actually breaks to the upside, let's just say, for example, by this point, price target would be about 0.9 cents price target. Price targets are estimates only. There could be more, there could be less. Okay, very much depends on Bitcoin. Again, if Bitcoin dumps, that's going to be very bad for the altcoins, and these setups are not going to be worth are going to be very they're not going to be worth much. Okay, so gotta be watching out for Bitcoin. That is still the driver of this crypto market. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin. So I will be linking you guys to my more detailed Bitcoin video I did today at the end of this video. If you guys want to continue seeing any more of BEAMX, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, or if you guys want to see any other coins in this market, also let me know, and I can pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis.